Council of UNESCO's Men and the Biosphere Program. And the Israeli occupation forces continue their military operations in various parts of the West Bank. Those are the headlines. Now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq issued Royal Decree number 96 over 2025, establishing the Marine Buffer Zone Reserve around the Halaniyat Islands in the Dhofar Governorate. Article 1. A natural reserve shall be established under the name Marine Buffer Zone around the Halaniyat Islands in Dhofar Governorate. The areas designated for this reserve shall be defined by the dimensions specified in the annex and the attached map. Article 2. The Chairman of the Environment Authority shall issue the regulations and decisions necessary to implement this decree in coordination with the relevant authorities. These regulations shall include the method of managing the reserve, the rules governing the public access, the publicable fees, the permitted visiting time, the activities allowed within the reserve and their conditions, the prohibited activities, and the appropriate administrative penalties for each violation. Article 3. This decree shall be published in the Official Gazette and shall take effect on the day following its publication. Signed by His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, His Excellency Said Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, participated in the celebrations of the 50th anniversary of the independence of the Republic of Angola in response to an invitation from His Excellency President João Lourenço, President of the Republic of Angola. The celebrations held at the Memorial Square for the first Angolan president in the capital city, Luanda, witnessed various military and cultural displays. Representatives of all over the world joined the Republic of Angola celebrations for this special occasion. The Republic of Angola, since it became independent in 1975, is moving steadily with new vision towards sustainable development and stability in all levels. His Excellency Said Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, met with His Excellency Tete Antonio, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Angola, on the sidelines of the celebrations marking the 50th Angola's independence anniversary held in the capital, Luanda. During the meeting, they reviewed bilateral relations between the Sultan of Oman and the Republic of Angola and discussed ways to develop them in various political, economic, and investment fields, particularly in the energy, mining, maritime, transport, and logistics sectors, as well as exploring opportunities for cooperation in agriculture, education, and diplomatic training. Both sides affirmed the promising opportunities for enhancing cooperation in these sectors to achieve mutual benefit and support both countries' efforts to diversify the economies and strengthen partnerships with other nations. The meeting also discussed the following on the outcomes of the visit made by His Excellency João Lourenço, President of the Republic of Angola, to the Sultan of Oman in December 2024, which represented an important milestone in the course of relations between the two countries and contributed to expanding areas of cooperation and strengthening channels of communication between the friendly nations. The Sultan of Oman, represented by the Environment Authority, was elected as a member of the International Coordinating Council UNESCO's Men and the Biosphere Program for the period 2025 to 2029. This election took place on the sidelines of the 43rd session of the UNESCO General Conference held in Samarkand, Uzbekistan. This election is a culmination of the Sultan of Oman's ongoing efforts to support environmental sustainability initiatives and its tangible contributions to promoting a balance between development needs and preservation of the ecosystems. More than 90 national and global companies from 20 countries are showcasing their latest innovations at the Security, Safety and Fire exhibition, which was inaugurated this morning. The event aims to strengthen cooperation among various entities and raise awareness about the importance of security and safety both in the workplace and in daily life. The exhibition features modern technologies and smart solutions incorporating artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things in alarm and fire suppression systems, catering to the needs of the local and global markets. The opening ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al Ma'ali, Chairman of the Shura Council. The Wilaya of Barka in South Al-Batna Governorate is witnessing the implementation of multiple developmental projects worth over 17 million Omani Riyals. Among them is the redevelopment of the Wilaya's waterfront is a key highlight, with progress already exceeding 50%. Officials say these projects aim to enhance infrastructure, provide modern recreational spaces and support sustainable urban growth. In recent comprehensive meeting with the residents of Barka, authorities outlined strategic plans to maximize the Wilaya's potentials and announced the launch of several investment projects aimed at boosting local development. Still to come on News Bulletin. The Omani Society for Human Resources Management celebrates the distinguished institutions and individuals. And now for some international news. Israeli occupation forces continued their military operations in various parts of the West Bank today, conducting raids, arrests, and issuing demolition orders for homes and commercial establishments. In Jenin city and the refugee camp, Israeli forces continued their military operations for the 295th consecutive day amidst house raids and field integration of residents. According to local sources, the military operations, which has been ongoing for nearly 10 months, has displaced more than 22,000 residents from the camp and completely destroyed more than 600 homes, nearly a third of the camp's houses. In Ramallah, Israeli forces stormed the towns of Baytuna, west of the city, deploying military vehicles and firing stun grenades and tear gas. Military operations have escalated in the strategic city of Baba Nusa in West Kordofan State, Central Sudan, as the rapid support forces begin massing troops around the city amid a near total collapse of services. The RSF has its sights set on Baba Nusa, while the Sudanese army remains stationed within the city. The military clashes are expected to intensify in the coming days in this strategic area. Reports indicate that Sudanese armed forces, specifically the 22nd Division stationed in Baba Nusa, successfully repelled an RSF attack. Baba Nusa is a vital link in the Kordofan region, situated on the railway line connecting three major cities, Kosti in White Nile State, Niala in South Darfur, and Wau in South Sudan. A suicide bomber struck outside the gates of the district courts in Islamabad today, detonating his explosives next to a police car and killing 12 people, according to Pakistan's Interior Minister. No group immediately claimed responsibility for the midday blast, which also wounded at least 27 people. The explosion, heard from miles away, came at a busy time of day when the area outside the court is typically crowded with hundreds of visitors attending court hearings. The casualties were mostly passers-by or those who had arrived for court appointments, according to Islamabad police. Taiwan evacuated more than 3,000 people from the vulnerable areas and closed schools and offices today ahead of the arrival of the tropical storm Fung Wong, which killed at least 25 people and displaced more than 1.4 million in the Philippines. Fung Wong was earlier classified as a typhoon, but is losing intensity as it approaches Taiwan, where it is expected to make landfall tomorrow afternoon or evening near the southwestern port city of Kaohsiung. Now back here in the Sultan Rear Admiral Saif bin Nasser al-Rahbi, commander of the Royal Navy of Oman, received Commodore Fahad bin Sandih al-Juaid, commander of the Combined Task Force 150, and his accompanying delegation, who is currently visiting the Sultan of Oman. During the meeting, they exchanged viewpoints in a number of naval topics and discussed issues of mutual concern. The Academy of Strategic and Defense Studies concluded its scientific research and strategic studies project for the year 2025. The final day of the project reviewed a number of scientific researches, most notably the security and social challenges of demographic changes in the Sultan of Oman, exploring investment opportunities in the natural resources of the Sultan of Oman, the mining sector as an example, and economic diversification strategies in the Sultan of Oman and their impact on economic and social security in accordance with Oman Vision 2040. The Omani Society for Human Resources Management celebrated yesterday the distinguished institutions and individuals recognized with the Excellence in Human Resources Management Award 2025. The event was presided over by His Excellency Engineer Salim bin Nasser Al-Aufi, Minister of Energy and Minerals. More in the following report.
Recognizing human capital as the foundation of institutional success, the Oshram Awards 2025 honored organizations and individuals transforming the way talent is led and supported, celebrating achievements across sectors and spotlighting efforts that are shaping dynamic, resilient workplaces.
This is the fourth edition of Oshram Awards. The participation has grown up from our first edition, which was around only 22 participants to 123 participants. We have 12 categories, and the participation was huge, and the applications that we have received was massive, great, and well drafted. And our jury committee did very well in actually analyzing all those documents and application and information. And alhamdulillah, we got the best of the best companies and personnels that got awarded today.
National Technology Group received the HR Excellence Award among SMEs, while Rawan Al-Ujaili was named Best Gen Z Employee. Leadership honors went to Ashraf Al-Ma'mari of OQ and Saeed Al-Mandari of IDCA as Best CEOs, with Faisal Al-Ma'mari of OQ Gas Networks awarded Best HR Manager. while Dr. Saeed Al-Hsani received the Oshram Research Grant for Academic Excellence.
I was very pleased with what I saw in terms of the organization, transparency, and accountability for those applications submitted in terms of assessing and reviewing. I can say confidently that this award is no short from any other international award in terms of standards, in terms of professionalism. The jurors were treated in a fair manner. No opinions were imposed from external. I wasn't a local, so even my evaluation and assessment was more neutral, if you may say.
I'm really happy and glad to win the award of the Chief HRO this year came through the Oshram Awards. This is reflecting the teamwork, the innovation in our company, OQ Gas Network, is considered as one of the leading organizations in Oman. In fact, the people is the most important asset for us, where we invest our effort, we invest our resources to innovate and to create a really productive environment in the organization.
This award motivates HR teams to keep on innovating and improving. They show that our efforts make a real impact and give us a chance to share our experience while learning from others across the region.
The Civil Aviation Authority won the HR Innovation Award in the government sector, while the Telecommunications Regulatory Authority was named Best HR Team. In the private sector, Omantel and STC were recognized for HR innovation, Occidental Oman for digital transformation, and Suhar Port and Free Zone, as well as Oman Data Park for workplace health and well-being. Every recognition marks a meaningful step towards advancing Oman's human capital and workplace excellence. Reporting from the Governorate of Muscat, this is Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
The Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth signed a memorandum of understanding with the Arab Music Academy of the League of Arab States to enhance and develop cultural cooperation between the two sides in the field of music, singing, and folk arts. The MOU included cooperation in holding musical festivals and events, organizing forums and artistic programs that serve those interested, establishing musical ensembles and music libraries, exchanging experts and artists and exchanging artistic, scientific, audio, and visual publications and releases. This aims to enrich the Arab cultural landscapes and develop creative industries, in addition to encouraging joint artistic production between the Sultan of Oman and other Arab countries. The agreement was signed by His Excellency Sayyid Saeed bin Sultan Al Busaidi, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth for Culture. You're watching the Sultan of Oman television. Before tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq issues a royal decree. As signed by His Majesty the Sultan, His Excellency the Foreign Minister participates in the celebrations of the 50th independence anniversary of the Republic of Angola. The Sultan of Oman is elected as a member of the International Coordinating Council of UNESCO's Men and the Biosphere Program. And the Israeli occupation forces continue their military operations in various parts of West Bank. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all the crew here, myself, Suhail Al-Kindi, thanks for your time. Good night.